Hey everyone, okay, so I was putting together my 55-gallon aquarium, as you saw in the previous part of the video, and the thought came over me. I had a lot of people ask me to do a tutorial on how to do an aquarium setup for first-time aquarium owners, and I really didn't think I was going to do one, but the idea just hit me, so I went ahead and set up the camera, and we're going to go ahead and start fresh. So what I have here is a 55-gallon aquarium. I have a stand to match. It is about 16 or 17 years old. I went outside, cleaned it all up, brought it back in here where I'm going to put it, and I found the backdrop, which is like this blue backdrop here. I always like that. It's always a really good color to clash with black. And now the aquarium rocks I chose are going to be white to really clash with the blue background and the black stand and the black frame. So I'm going to go ahead and put these rocks in here, and then we're going to move on to the next step. All right, what you want to do when you're adding gravel, because gravel is heavy and that is glass, I mean, this is strong glass, don't get me wrong. But when you're going to pour gravel in, don't just drop it from here, even though you probably can do it and get away with it. I always take the bag and stick it inside here like this, and then I empty it that way. It's less pressure on the glass, and it's just easier all the way around. There's no mess, etc., etc. So I'm going to go ahead and empty this one in here. And right now, we really don't care where it goes. We're just getting it in there. Like another bag here. Oh, of course, no mess. There's some on the floor. All right, so all right. Okay, now I'm going to spread it out evenly over the bottom. Now the rule of thumb, and a lot of people are different with this, but the rule of thumb as far as gravel to aquariums is basically like 1 pound of gravel per 1 gallon. So this is a 55-gallon aquarium. All I put in here, I put 50 pounds of gravel in it. And you can see it's like perfect size. Perfect size for this aquarium. You got about 1 inch in the front. That's about what you want to see. And it's just perfect for everything, for planting, putting plants in here and putting little objects, whatever you want to put in. So yeah, about 1 pound of gravel versus 1 gallon of aquarium. So that's that. Moving on to the next step. Okay, so the next step, I got the gravel in there. I got my siphon hose. It's run to my sink in the bathroom. And I'm going to go ahead and fill this up with like lukewarm water. It doesn't have to be precise right now because I'm going to put a heater in there and that's going to regulate everything. So right now, as you can see, it's just going in here like this. We're just going to fill it up. And once it gets to the top, we're going to put the heater in, put the filter on the back, and then continue on from there. So there we go. Okay, everyone, this is almost filled up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put in some stress coat. Okay, this takes the chlorine out. You can put chlorine remover, etc., in there. But this, I always pick stress coat. I always have. This says 5 milliliters for every 10 gallons. So we'll do 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. It doesn't have to be absolutely precise, but all right. So I'm going to turn this water off and leave a little gap here. So I'm going to go turn that water off right now. Okay, so we got the fish tank filled up. Now we're going to put our power filter on. This is what's going to regulate your water. This is what's going to keep it basically kind of like fresh, oxygenated, etc., etc. This is what's going to do that. So first thing you want to look for when you're buying one of these is what's it made for. I have a 55-gallon aquarium. Normally on the front of the box, normally they will say what they're good for. So my 55-gallon aquarium is equal to that right there. I've never bought this brand before. This one was like $44.99 on sale for $35. So I got a pretty good deal on that. My other filter that went in that thing right there, I bought that in I want to say $19.99, and still going strong. I think I paid about $50 for it, and still going strong. These things do last a while if you take care of them. So you're gonna just take this stuff out of here, and I'm gonna cut real quick and take it out. Okay, so for assembly, most of these things come together already. So this is what we're gonna look for here. This actually came just like this. You got the filter pads in here. Okay, this tube right here is what sucks the water up out of the fish tank and into this and down in there. There's like a little spinner thing that does this and pulls the water in. So this attaches to the back of your tank. This is going to slide over and sit on the back of your aquarium like this, and somewhere, maybe this comes out. Oh, okay. So this one has a tube that just pops out of the bottom, so you just pull that out. That's what sucks the water up. And then this little thing that came with it here, that is going to go on the end of it. Like, let's see if I can get that on there. There we go. That way your fish don't get sucked up inside there. So you attach that little bad boy on like that. And then, what's this thing? Oh, never mind. Okay. That thing right there, had a little sticky on it. I don't know if they all come like this, but this is a little thing that you put, it's a little sticky. You put it right about there. And that keeps it from banging up against your glass, your back of your aquarium. So that's kind of nifty. I didn't get that with the old one, but then again, it's like 18 years old. So yeah, if it comes with that, that's where it goes, right there. That way when it sits on the back of the aquarium like this, this goes in the water and your thing doesn't rattle against the glass. Pretty cool thing. And then of course you got the top. Fits right up on top there like that. Oop. Can't turn it over, dummy. It's gonna look like this on the top. So that's it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it in. And that's what it's gonna look like on the back of your aquarium. And I'm really sorry I don't have another light set up over there, which I normally would. And I'll do this in the daylight so you guys can see what it looks like. But it's kind of late right now. This is what it looks like on the back. Just drapes over. And there's the cord back there. I'll plug that in when we're ready. But that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like in the water. Well, you can't really see it. All right, next step. Okay, so the filter is on the back of the aquarium. Just like the way I said here. Put that right on the side. There's that little foam pad back there. Keeps us from bouncing. Okay, so how do we get it started? These are pretty easy. You plug them in and the engine will already start running. That little device that's down inside here will start spinning around, and it's going to try to suck this water up, but it's going to have a little bit of problem. So what you got to do is prime it. So you take a cup of water and you pour it back here in the back. You take another cup, you pour it back here, let this fill up a little bit. That way it primes the little spinner here to start sucking the water up by itself. So once that happens, it'll start kicking the water out, and this is what you get after it's all done. All right, with the filter going, got us a new heater here. So all you're gonna do with this, you're gonna set it down in there. It comes with suction cups. Suction cup it to the glass, and then of course the cord goes behind where you're gonna plug that in, probably next to this right here. So where are you gonna set it? Well, it really depends on your fish. My fish kind of like it around the 83 degree mark, so I just set it right here to 83. This heater right here, I think it was like $22, I think. But it's a really good heater, so I have it set there. Yes, I already started putting plants in just to see if it would actually look good. So that's what it kind of looks like, just to see what it would look like. I got these bright orange plants and these white plants. I threw a couple slate rock in there. But the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the tops on. I'm going to show you how we're going to do that. Okay, now I went with the glass top. That's this right here. That's a flip up kind of glass top. And it comes with this little piece of plastic that you snap onto the back of the second piece of glass here. Now this is completely full. What I did, I went and cut this part out. That's what it's made for. I kind of, you know, you look at this comes out a little bit, so I got to make that a little bit deeper, and then cut it. It's not actually perfect, but nobody's going to look back there. And once you get that on there, you're going to slide that into place, just like that, where this can rest inside there. Now, these came off when I first got it. They were separate, like a little peel tab, like that little foam pad thing back there. And, you know, I just measured from here to here, found the middle point, and pressed down. And that's that. So there's the first one. I'm going to go ahead and put the second one on and continue on. Okay, I cut the little space out from my heater, and I actually cut out another space up here because I actually had it upside down when I cut it, but I can use that if I wanted to put a bubble hose or something like that in there. So anyways, that top's on. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the actual lamp on top of here. And when you put your top on, this is what it looks like. This is a one strip light bulb. It is a fluorescent bulb that comes with it. I did buy a blue light, and the blue light looks fantastic. I really wish you guys could see it, but when I videotaped it for some reason, it shows like a big blue blur. I don't know, something about the color of that light won't let my camera pick it up and let you see it crystal clear like it is here. It's not crystal clear in the other video, so I'm not going to show that to you until I can find another camera to take a video. But anyways, when you're done setting up your tank, this is what it's going to look like, depending on what size of tank you got. And your heater is going to be working. Mine's got like a little light blue light that pops up here when it turns on. It just actually shut off. Your pump is working. And one of the things you want to do is throw some, you got to get bacteria into this water somehow and regulate your aquarium. So I like to put some cheap minnow fish or goldfish in here. I put like 20 or 30 in there, and you know, and I feed them, so they get fed, they poop, it regulates the water. So anywhere from 2 to 3 days to 2 to 3 weeks, depending on your aquarium. And make sure you take that water sample in before you get your fish. You don't want your fish dying off. Take a water sample in when you think it's that time. Let them do the water sample, test it, make sure your pH is good, make sure if you have hard water, you get some hard water softener, things like that. But always take a sample of your water in before you get your fish. But anyways, there's the tank setup. I'm not going to tell you what I bought because I get them tomorrow on Monday, and I want you to see them when they all get in there. So hope you enjoy the tutorial on how to set up your aquarium, and we'll see you next time.